Welcome back to DIY Security. Today is going to be a quick video on rats or remote access Trojans. So yeah, we're not talking about these little critters that are on the screen, but something way worse for your computer anyway. Um, I had a comment recently on a recent video of mine, and it kind of made me realize, you know, maybe I need to be explaining how to prevent these attacks and give, some a quick rundown of what's going on so you guys can better understand these exploits, therefore maybe making better decisions and possibly ways to prevent or mitigate. So without further ado, so here, this was the comment. He says, yeah, I'm not on board with this because some bad word 5 months ago who hacked my Windows and literals destroyed my BIOS and locked out all my social accounts. So I switched to Linux. I don't see any ethical hacking in this ish. And I responded, trying to be positive and as educational as I can. A pretty lengthy response, but sorry to hear about your experience. This video focused on Windows privilege escalation techniques, which are different from BIOS hacking. But and he pretty much said, we went on, but anyway, I kind of had a feeling that he clicked on something and probably got infected, because what are the chances of somebody knowing, your username, your password, unless you have a really easy password and they just brute force their way in, which in that case you probably need to work on making a stronger password anyway, right? If you don't, try to make a password with some, I think they say at least 12 to 16 characters. You want to have some special characters in there. And I mean, heck, I think they even say the best way is to use a password manager. And it's like, password managers sometimes use emojis. It's just a bunch of gibberish that you're never going to really guess. It's probably close to impossible, if not impossible, to crack something like that, right? So anyway, we'll go over some of the examples of rats. In modern, or in recent days, Disney actually just recently got hacked, and I believe it was a rat attack. But so they have a modded program for remote control of Windows computers via Telegram bot written in C. And I'm not going to be showing you guys how to use this stuff, or even showing you guys how to install or give a demonstration. I'm just trying to educate you guys on what a rat is to begin with, and maybe possible ways for you guys to mitigate and prevent from getting infected with one of these things. So, this guy apparently he made a bot on Telegram where the bot is sending him back Windows commands. So he's getting remote code execution on some Windows machine, and he's demonstrating that here, which is pretty insane. Another one that I have seen, it seems like it's probably been going on for a while, but it just got brought to my awareness, is a Discord rat that will be able to hack into Windows machines. And so they're using the Discord as a command and control server, and they make a Discord bot, and the bot will reach out to the Windows machine that has Discord on it and actually be able to execute those commands on the Windows machine. It sends it back to the bot, and then the bot responds similarly to what you're seeing here in this Telegram bot. And recently, I think the YouTuber's name is Hackersploit. He made a whole video on this if you guys are interested, which, like I said, I'm not going to be showing demonstrations. I'm just trying to bring awareness to what's going on. But I do believe that they used a program called Prometheus. And another one, John Hammond just recently did a really cool video where he was reverse engineering a rat that he found to be a keylogger on a Minecraft mod. So, I was poking around, searching around, trying to see if I could find anything on the internet um, that I could find kind of corroborating this, even though I know it happened. I just wanted to see some more information. And on this forum, apparently, this guy says that he made a Discord bot that would check. He claims that he made a Discord bot that would check the Minecraft mods to see if they had any. Oh boy, do we find many rats. Almost every single hour we find a rat in someone's mod folder. So it's definitely a growing concern that, I mean, you got these script kiddies and just bad people that want to get into your system for whatever reason to do bad things, steal your passwords, steal your credit card information. And I mean, I tell my son this all the time, like, he plays Minecraft and he used to be really bad at just downloading all kinds of mods. Like, hey dad, hey, my this mod's not working. Well, you're not, when you just blindly download mods and things of that sort, it's really not a good idea. And I had to really sit down with him and explain and actually show him some how it could be a bad thing, because you can have a mod that'll look perfectly normal, and then you'll just have a little bitty section of code that's maybe a paragraph long that's the keylogger. And yeah, it could be taking your credit card information or doing all kind of bad things. So um yeah, like I said, I'm not trying to show anybody how to do this stuff. I just want to bring awareness. So with that being said, a couple times now, let's try to bring up some possible mitigations that I've come up with. So, of course, use reputable security software, right? Install and regularly update antivirus and anti-malware programs. And like I say, this is not like a sure way. It's impossible to get a rat if you do these steps that I'm telling you. It's just mitigation, right? To lessen the chances. Try to be more aware, more conscious. Don't just go clicking and downloading anything. You should be paranoid, especially in today's day and age. So in Linux, this is something that I've done, and you guys can correct me in the comments down below if you think that I'm wrong for doing this or whatnot. But I said make sure you change the source to HTTPS instead of HTTP, because for some reason when I first got Linux, the sources were just HTTP, and of course me doing ethical hacking, I'm like, man, HTTP, we're always able to pull off some kind of man-in-the-middle attack or something with that. So my thought was that HTTPS would provide additional security by encrypting the connection and preventing certain types of attacks, such as man-in-the-middle attacks, right? So why not? Like I said, if I'm wrong, you guys correct me, but in recent years, we have had issues with supply chain attacks, and yeah, so just secondly, we want to be cautious with downloads, right? Be careful what you click on in general these days. Only download software and files from trusted sources. Avoid downloading cracked or pirated software, as these are common vectors for rats. Right, so you do sketchy things will probably happen to you. It's funny, it's ironic, because a lot of the times it'll be the bad guys that are getting ratted because they're trying to, or the cheaters, the hackers on the video games are trying to download cheats and they have hacks on them. They're wondering, why is this not working? It's because you probably just got ratted or you just got hacked, and you don't even realize it. Manually check the code if you're able to manually check code. And hey, sometimes if you're not able to manually check it, if you don't have the aptitude to check code, which me myself, I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you. I'm not some kind of master reverse engineer or even a master coder, but sometimes I can look at code and understand it just enough to realize, oh, look, it's doing something bad here, right? And if you can't go that far, I mean, AI is everywhere today. You can pretty much just copy some code and ask AI, maybe, hey, do you see any kind of keyloggers or potentially code that could be associated with a remote access Trojan? Ask the AI. Use that to your advantage, definitely. check MD5's checksums. So I'll go over that a little bit more in depth in a minute. But yeah, I mean, always before you download something, you can do what's called an MD5 check and check the hashes and the checksums compared to the official sources checksums. You can use a VPN and you can use a virtual machine. Those are some other ways. Instead of using your main computer, maybe use a virtual machine or you know, and also use a VPN with your virtual machine. Before you download something, download it on the virtual machine, check the MD5. Oh, it's good. Now, maybe I'm just being super paranoid. Maybe not. Maybe it doesn't matter to you, but for the people that are interested and want to know, I'm just trying to give some tips that you may not have realized or may not have thought about. Using VirusTotal, which I don't think I showed you guys, but so VirusTotal is completely free. You can upload a file, and they have a lot of researchers that use this, and they'll straight up upload some malware files, and they can make comments about it and whatnot. You can even search IP addresses with VirusTotal, see if maybe they were malicious, and you can just paste a URL in there. Now there's probably other methods or websites other than VirusTotal. This was just what came to mind for me. So if you guys have some better techniques or better ways, definitely comment below, and just basically sharing with the community to try to help everybody out, right? Maybe even it might be helping me out even more. So let's go back. Going back to checking MD5 checksums. So you use the MD5 sum command to generate MD5 checksums on Linux. On Linux, it's going to be pretty simple. It's just MD5 sum and then your file name. And then the output should be something like this, which would be the hash and then your file name. And then you can verify it by saying echo quotation mark your hash that you had gotten with your file name in quotations, then space pipe, then space MD5 sum dash C, and then space dash. And it should, if those hashes match with each other, it should output like the file name that's in question, and just say okay, yep, they match, we're good. So on Windows, you can use something called certutil, and it's a command line utility which can be used to generate MD5 checksums. So in the command prompt, you can type certutil dash hash file, and then you put your path name of wherever your file is, so C/path to file, and then space MD5. So it should output something similar to Linux, which is the MD5 of the hash file would be whatever, file name dot extension is blah, your hash. So you can also use PowerShell. You can say git dash file hash dash path quotation, open quotations, C path to file name extension, close quotations, and then dash algorithm space MD5. And once again, the output should give you your hash. All right, guys. Well, like I said, this was going to be a quick one. I'm just trying to spread awareness, so I hope you guys don't grill me. Comment what you guys think below. Make sure you hit that like button if you like what you see. Subscribe if you're not subscribed already. You guys have a good rest of your day or night. And peace. Happy hacking. Be the good guys.